first thing I do want to say or talk about is the scanner. Everyone, you can do this for yourself for about $100. So every time your check engine light comes on or something is wrong with your car, you will know personally what's wrong with it. So you can get a scanner and plug it up. That's something they don't want. Oh, something go wrong with your car. They don't say, oh, just go buy a scanner yourself. They want to tell you, oh, bring it in. We'll check it for like $125 or $150. So before I start this video, I'm pretty sure that everyone is aware on the old Mercedes key that it comes out like that. And you can get in the car if your battery's not working. You just put that little key fob right in here and you can open your car. I already got it unlocked, but that's how it works. Essentially, you just put it in there and you turn it with the key and it'll open your door. So that's just a little quick thing if you didn't know, but I'm pretty sure everyone knew this. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's 3D the Rap Star, aka is the Benz Man. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram at It's the Benz Man. That's ITSTHEBENZMAN. And make sure you follow me on my Spotify, on all digital outlets. Actually, it's 3D the Rap Star, so it'll be 3D THA Rap Star, where you can find all my new music and more. So a little disclaimer before I start today's video, as I state, and I'll state again, this is just my opinion, my view. No, it's just me and the Benz. There's no fancy channels, but I do want to give everybody, I mean, there's no fancy like specs. I'm not a spec guy. I'm not here to be perfectly correct and everything like that. I'm just here to, you know, say what the people want to hear and say what we like to see. But first off, I want to talk about the AMG line. So just because you don't have an AMG, just because it does not say AMG right here, just because it doesn't say AMG right there does not mean that your car is not worthy. So that's what I want to say. Mercedes-Benz won't tell you this, is that the Mercedes is still a Mercedes. They promote the heck out of these AMGs to where it has other people put CL550 with the AMG on the other side. And I did talk to someone and they said the reason why they put AMG on theirs, excuse, it's a little minimal wind noise, but the reason why they put AMG on theirs is because they said they got the AMG package, which I have as well, which states from here to the bold lines going around here to the front fascia with the extra body kit down there. So that's the AMG kit. So I technically have the AMG kit as well, but should I put AMG on the other side? That's actually selective or depending on who you tell, because some people say go ahead, yeah, you're not posing because you have the AMG kit, but a lot of people say no engine, no badge. So that's what I just wanted to say real quick, that they don't really promote that Mercedes is still a Mercedes. Like, this video is not really going to be about good stuff or bad stuff. It's going to be in between, and just a feeling of me having a Mercedes for over 10 years and what they just don't promote. Like, your Mercedes is still a Mercedes. So just keep that in your head. You don't need the AMG on the other side. You need it if you want the extra speed, if you want the track ready like car. But if you want the luxury, it's okay to say I have a 550 or C300 or a E350 or an E400 coupe, whatever you got. It's okay because it's still a Mercedes. These cars are meant to be luxury cars. They're meant to be luxury coupes. And this was so top of the line when it came out. I know this car is so old now, it's going into dinosaur years, but look at that. Look at that. Wow. Wow. So get your Mercedes for what it is, a Mercedes. You don't need to amp up or bulk up or put the AMG on the other side. And Mercedes don't really promote that, and that's something I'm so mad about. That's why I said they won't tell you, especially something like that, because you go to the Mercedes dealer, they always trying to push the AMG line on you. Oh, here's a 43, here's a, you know. And speaking of 43, there's nothing wrong with the 43s. I love the 43s. I love the 53s. It's just, this is what it's come down to, and this is what's sad for Mercedes and sad for me, is it's marketing that these people with the C43s and the C43, like, they don't know. A lot of people with Mercedes like that, they don't know the heritage of like where these cars come from, and like how it used to be one man, one engine. Like, the original AMG line started because everything was a hand-built engine. Every 63, that's what made it an AMG. That's what made it, gave it that because it was an AMG and it was a hand-built engine under the hood. But like my car, say for instance, I get a lot of people in like a GLE 43 trying to race me, and I always take them. They think just because they got the AMG on the other side that their car is quicker than mine. But little did they know this CL 550 is still a V8. Like the 550s are great cars. This was a 5.5 motor, but I don't like that because this is what they're doing now. They're promoting these lesser tier cars as, you know, this is the it car, this is the AMG, this is the top of the line car. And it is, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like the marketing behind it. They're trying to put the smaller engines in there and force feed us these cars. Like why we can't get a E-Coupe 63? You know what I mean? So they got the E400 and the E53, but why we can't get an E63, V8 63? And I know some people could say, you know, we're going more, you know, more electric in the future, which is true, but the new CLS, why we got to get a 53? That just makes you want to buy like a, that just make you want to buy like a 2018 or a 16 63S and just keep going. So they promote these cars as AMGs when they really are not AMGs. It's a, well, who is me to tell a company is not an AMG? But the true Mercedes-Benz owners know what I'm talking about. Like they're not truly AMGs, so they push these lower tier models and slap an AMG badge on it, and you think, oh, it's AMG, it's just real fast. Yes, it is an AMG line. They are fast, but I mean, a lot of people, this might come across wrong to a lot of people because I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I'm just talking about how the new line AMG, like they could have slapped the AMG on this because it's a V8. But back then, the marketing of the car world was different with AMG. They're just trying to attract a new set of buyer, because technically this car is still faster than some AMGs. It was a second slower than the CL63. So that's what I just don't like about it. So that's what I'm saying. Mercedes won't tell you this, that they don't promote like they don't promote that the other cars are still higher tier cars. Like they make you think like if you don't got an AMG, oh, you a scrub, oh, you a no, because this car was still a V8, it's still a 5.5 liter. You're still getting a Mercedes. So I just don't like how they promote the 43s and the 53s now, which are really good cars, but I feel like if they put a V8 in there, they will have potential to be much more than what it is. And so another thing on the Mercedes won't tell you this is that your car, I said this in another video actually, but your car may not even be made in Germany. So yes, they're essentially saying that your E-Class or your whatever class you got is a German car, but in reality, underneath, they're getting made in America. All these cars are getting made at an American production plant. So how could you really say it's a foreign car? But yeah, I get it because it's still got the Benz logo and the Mercedes is technically a German foreign car. So yes, I get it. That makes sense. But the CL actually is made in Germany. But you know, a lot of people still to this day don't even know what the CL was. It's just so rare of a car. And I don't like that they are getting rid of these cars. So that's just a bad thing. That's just what I don't like about it, that they're getting rid of them. But another thing I want to talk about is what they don't tell you is, we knew this. We knew that they merged with Chrysler. We knew that they merged with Chrysler. But just look at this. Some of these parts, like, they didn't want to put, like, I just feel bad for people that do end up buying these cars, that a lot of people don't know this. Like, they need to make it clear when people was to buy this car in the year they bought the car that this essentially is a Chrysler, almost a Chrysler product as well. In which, as a Benz owner, I don't want nothing to do with Chrysler. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't. But if you pop the hood, which I've shown in other videos, it's Chrysler parts on there. But you know, they end up not dealing with Chrysler. And another thing Mercedes-Benz won't tell you is that they claim Chrysler was bringing the quality down, but they don't claim it. They don't make a bold statement, but we know this. So what did they do when they start making cars again? They won't tell you that some of their cars are just not good cars. Like the ML just wasn't a good car. Certain cars they make, they're just not good cars, and they don't tell you this, and you get a bad taste in your mouth from the Mercedes brands. Another thing they won't tell you that got me so mad is they don't say maintenance is really just the labor. I had to find this out, and I know I'm probably the only one that found it out like 2 years later of buying this car, that it's not even the parts. You go online and get the stuff, and the parts are reasonable priced. It's the labor. So they want so much just to work on your Mercedes, just so much that to where I don't even like it. It's just not a good thing where it makes me mad. I don't even like taking my car in because I feel like I'm gonna get ripped off because the labor is just too high. Like 2 batteries for my car, it needs 2 batteries. It's $700. So they don't tell you that you could take time, you could save time going to another shop, going to an indie shop. Why? Because they want to take your money at the dealership. That's why me personally, I don't deal with the dealerships or the stellerships. Everyone say take your car there or they'll do you right. Yeah, they'll do your car right, but I got another place where I can get my car done right, and it's been running fine ever since for like the last 2 years. And they don't want you to know that a lot of this stuff on these cars now are just the badging. You may see this and you'll be like, hey, why does it say CL550? What's that mean? Well, it used to mean, when I bought my car, it's a 5.5 liter. Like even the 63, the CL63 is a 6.2 liter. It's not even a real 6.3 liter. It's a 6.2 liter that dates back to heritage of the car. So now they're starting to change the nameplates, and some of them aren't even what they say. Like CL600 or CL like 65, it used to be that motor size, a 6.5, a 6 point, let's just say for instance, whatever you had, that's what it used to be. But now it's not like that no more. It's all messed up. It could be an E400, but it could be a 2.0 liter. I'm not saying that's what it is, but just for instance. So now they're just slapping numbers on it because it looks good. Like the 550, they got rid of it. Now it's the 560. So it's all about these nameplates. They even toned one down to a S450. And at first they didn't want to do that because they were going with a lesser number. They thought people weren't going to buy it. So say for instance you got a CL550, but in the future they came out with a CL350. People not going to want it because the numbers on the 550 are just bigger.